Ever since I arrived in London, I have been looking for a Chinese restaurant with food quality that can match those of Hong Kong, and finally I have found one, the Gouji. Opened in February 2023, the chef Tong Chee Wee was the head chef of Hakkasan, the first Michelin Chinese restaurant in London for more than a decade, and was originally trained in Singapore with a resume that included the equally renowned Ritz Carlton Singapore. The management team also included personnel that previously worked in the Peninsula Hong Kong, and hence from the ambience to the overall service level, it resembles a typical Chinese restaurant in a Hong Kong 5-star hotel. As I'm dining alone this time, I ordered a few dim sum. One of the most impressive ones is the crispy eel Cheung fun or rice noodle roll. The crispy spring roll wrapper and the silky smooth rice noodle roll works very well with the equally crispy eel in terms of texture, but what impressed me the most was the crispy eel, as it exudes light fragrance of herbal medicine, which made this dish a very exotic yet tasty experience. Then this Gouqi Wagyu beef roll. The Gouqi is a very commonly used pastry among Middle East or Greek households, but this time it was used as a savory dim sum ingredient with Wagyu beef that was soaked in barbecue sauce. It created a texture that resembles taro puffs, a very popular dim sum in Hong Kong, and blends very well with the creamy and thick texture of the Wagyu roll. However, the following two dishes were a bit of a letdown. First, let's talk about this pork and prawn siu mai with abalone. I have to say the star of the siu mai is the abalone, which is really tasty and the texture is also top-notch, but the so-called pork and prawn siu mai tastes more like the fish siu mai that we can buy from some Da Pai Dong in Hong Kong. I could hardly taste any prawn or pork. Equally disappointing is this honey-glazed barbecue Iberico pork or char siu. The texture of the pork is a bit rough, while for the roasted pork, though you can taste the slight burnt, it doesn't exude the fragrance of honey sauce, which is an indication that the oven may not be ready or simply lacks the qualities of the traditional charcoal ovens. This seemed to be a problem for some newly established Chinese restaurants or hotels, as I've tasted similar ones in Crown Tower, Sydney. And finally, for desserts, I've ordered Gouji Symphony No. 3, which means I can order 3 desserts on the menu. The first one is the mango, black sesame, and passion fruit. The 3 ingredients blend really well, as the sweetness of the mango has struck a balance with the refreshing passion fruit and the not-so-sweet black sesame. For this pair, cinnamon and miso, I was told that the cream can be eaten separately, only to be corrected by another staff that it should be dipped with a donut. I have to say the donut itself pales in comparison with the cream, as a slightly savory miso taste balanced the sweet cinnamon and pear very well, and I consider it can be tasted separately. And finally, this dark chocolate, matcha and goji berry. The strong taste of the dark chocolate and goji berry have completely eclipsed the taste of the matcha. This is the most forgettable dessert of the 3, but in terms of color, it might be the most Instagrammable one. Overall, this £120 lunch might be a hit and miss, but I have to give credit to the chef for taking risks in creating dishes that had made a splash to the traditionally dull and boring Chinese cuisine landscape in London. Some dim sum like the Cheung fun and Wagyu beef roll can be considered as toe-to-toe with the dim sum served at Michelin-starred Chinese restaurants in Hong Kong. I actually see more potential for this restaurant and a newly arrived Peninsula London.